Thanks for joining us. I'm Chris Tanaka with a WBZ News update. Well, time is up for migrant families sleeping overnight at Logan Airport. As of today, the governor says she's prohibiting them from staying there. Despite the deadline, this video from overnight does show people sleeping inside Terminal E. All migrants will be moved to the old Bay State Correctional Center, the new and highly controversial emergency shelter site in Norfolk. They will then have 9 months to transition into stable housing. Well, two big developments in the Karen Reed murder case. Her defense team is now pushing for some of the charges against her to be dropped as the lead investigator is disciplined. State Trooper Michael Proctor was suspended without pay yesterday. He admitted that he sent insulting and inappropriate texts about Reed during the investigation. Meanwhile, Reed's defense team now says the jury did, in fact, reach a unanimous verdict on 2 of the charges, including the second-degree murder charge. They claim multiple jurors reached out to say they had found her not guilty before the judge declared a mistrial. Reed's attorneys are now filing a new motion to dismiss the charges or call the jurors back to court. The New England Revolution could soon be one step closer to a new stadium. This week, the state Senate is set to discuss a new economic development bill Thursday that would include a new push to develop the land in Everett for the soccer team's new home. The Kraft family owns the Revs, which currently shares Gillette Stadium with the Patriots. It's been trying to develop the Everett property for some time, but still needs that legislation to change its classification as a designated port area before it can start the work. All right, another next weather alert for heat and humidity. Here's Jason with the details.
Water is going to be our best friend yet another day here, Chris, as we're talking about another heat advisory in effect today, as well as a lengthened timeline of it. Goes now through 8 p.m. tomorrow evening. Air quality issues also being posted across the area, along with a morning dense fog advisory as well. So you can already see where our heat advisory is in effect through tomorrow evening, stretching from the Merrimack Valley all the way down through south and getting out towards the South Shore. Our fog advisory is now going through about 8 a.m. this morning. That is not going to be a major concern. It's just mainly concentrated in that region. But again, if you're in the urban core areas today, be advised, listen to your bodies today, because air quality issues are going to be manifesting, all because of a deep layer of ozone particulates. As we look towards the forecast highs today, we're going to be ranging from the upper 80s, around 90 degrees, to the mid to low 90s, with forecast highs in terms of our heat index values to be around the century mark for some areas. Here's a look at the timeline for today around noon. As you can see there around the century mark in Norwood, mid to upper 90s north and also west, even through the evening hours. 6 p.m. still will likely feel around 95 to 96 degrees here in Boston. 11 p.m. tonight feels like the mid to low 80s, and even tomorrow evening still likely to feel like the mid to low 90s across the board there. So hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. And also remember to take breaks. Low 70s overnight tonight. A few clouds will likely move on through the region. Highs tomorrow from the Metro West 495, mid to low 90s to be expected there. Mid to upper 80s is 495 in northwest of town and southeast of town. You can see around the upper 70s and low 80s as well. Now let's quickly talk about the rainfall moving back into the region for the end of the week heading into the weekend. Best chances are going to be north and also west. Think northern Vermont, think northern New Hampshire. Still with the risk, though, with some isolated pops to move through our atmosphere later on this evening into the overnight. Some of it could be strong at times, and some of it could be putting down some moderate to heavy downpours. That's not the best chance of rain. The best chance of rain arrives towards the end of the week, mainly due to the remnants from Beryl. It made landfall yesterday. Now look at the track here. Now rolling through the Arklatex region into the Ohio River Valley and eventually landing into the areas north in northern New York and eventually moving into portions of New Hampshire and Vermont. Our best chances of rain is also going to be north of the area and likely pull in some gusty winds. So averaging anywhere from about an inch up to 1.5 inches to possibly 2 inches through Saturday. Sunday, we're drying things out and also heating things up. Sunday will be around 90 degrees and low 90s as we go into early next week on Monday, Chris.
All right, Jason, thanks. This has been a WBZ News Update. I'm Chris Tanaka. Have a great day.